Thank you so much for such a soulful performance. Moving head, as it is said by Plato, rhythm and harmony find their places into the inward places of our soul. Next up, we have Rotractor Ankit Sangvi performing tabla for us from the Rotrac Club of Andheri.
Uh, Hi, good evening, everyone. I am Rotaractor Ankit Sangvi, and I'm the Vice President for Rotaract Club of Andheri. And today I'll be performing Tal Teen Tal, which is a 16 beats tal. And here I start with it. Dinga ta kita tatra kade kita kata gadi gana tatra kade kita kata gadi gana dinga ta kita tatra kade kita kata gadi gana ta. Thank you so much.
Find a way to comfort us in times we don't see a way. A combination of these make a pool of knowledge and wisdom available to us. And hence, moving forward,
Volume, 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 please.
I think we all would agree that words find a way to comfort us in times we don't see a way ahead. A combination of these make a pool of knowledge and wisdom available to us. And hence, moving forward, I'd like to request Rotaractor Prerna Kotecha from the Rotaract Club of UPG College to recite a few lines for us. Prerna, you are mute.
We can't hear anything.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Myself, Rotaractor Prerna from RCUPG, and I'm going to recite a Hindi poetry based on the topic Safar Zindagi Ka. So here I go. उन्हीं ने सिखाया था बचपन से उंगली पकड़ जिनकी चली थी मैं उन्हीं ने सिखाया था चलना बैठना तो ठाठ से था लेकिन गिर कर भी उठ कर वापस कोशिश करना सिखाया था उन्हीं ने ही तो सिखाया था सिर्फ रोना आता था बोलने को तो ए भी नहीं आता था उन्हीं ने ही तो बोलना सिखाया था क्या पता एक दिन ऐसा बोलना सीख लेंगे कि उन्हीं को चोट पहुंचा देंगे माफ करना जनाब लेकिन उन्होंने तो दिल तोड़ना नहीं सिखाया था गुस्ताखी अनजाने में हुई थी लेकिन दिल अपनी माँ का दुखा था पढ़ने के चक्कर में माँ ने अपना ही बलिदान दे दिया बलिदान देना भी तो उन्हीं ने सिखाया था क्या हुआ ऐसा कि अपने ऊपर से माँ का साया ही उठ चुका अब तो सिर्फ चांद तारों में उनकी तस्वीर ढूंढनी पड़ती थी ये भी तो उन्हीं ने वक्त के रहते सिखा दिया मेरी जिंदगी का पहला पन्ना तो इतना हसीन था लेकिन इस बीच ऐसा क्या हो गया कि भगवान ने माँ को ही चुनकर उनके पास बुला लिया गलती मेरी थी लेकिन गलती करके सुधारना भी तो उन्हीं ने सिखाया था सीखते सिखाते बड़ी तो हो गई लेकिन माँ की यादें बचपन में ही छूट गई यादें बनाना भी तो उन्हीं ने सिखाया था खुश तो मैं आज भी रहती हूँ हंसती तो आज भी हूँ लेकिन उनकी कमी आज भी खलती है क्या करे मुस्कुरा कर जीना भी तो उन्हीं ने सिखाया था शुक्रिया
Indeed,
थैंक यू एवरीवन थैंक यू सो मच
indeed, you can have a look at the chat box for beautiful comments. Thank you so much, Rotractor Prerna, for such an amazing performance. Now, requesting Rotractor Ronit from Rotract Club of Andheri to perform for the evening.
A very good evening, everyone. I'm Ronit from Rotaractors Club of Andheri, and I'm pleased to have this opportunity to perform a poetry in front of you. So this is actually a fun poetry, which is for performance in front of corporate audience. And since I believe many of you are employees or ex-employees or are bosses at workplace, you might relate to it. It is about appraisals. All in good humor. I hope you enjoy it. Our company is a place where all cheer and all thrive until the dark, dooming months of appraisals arrive. The boss becomes a critic and pounces on mistakes. All your friends turn into adversaries, tough to identify the fakes. The HRs for once keep their candy crush aside. They're suddenly the kings and you have to just abide. Some employees at work are lazy, while some are real achievers. Still, the company apprises you all on its cliched and antique procedures. They rate you on yardstick made of their own witless food. All the hollow and colossal promises are up to no good. They confuse you in a web of future prospects and opportunities, making tomorrow blurred. They show you infinities, where what you end up getting is not what you deserve. But as per their plans, at their limits, whatever little is kept reserved. Even if the matter is not monetary and is merely about posts and titles, their squeaks are like if they are asked for their kidneys or their vitals. Then they cast a dark cloud of all the goof ups you did, which hides all the good work you did off the grid, creating self doubts about your own worth in your mind and consoling you in that state, acting all timid and kind. You end up being happy on a number much lesser than all the numbers you'd never even guess. Do not let them win. This is their pursuit and their craft. If you still feel lower, just put send on that draft. Thank you, everyone. This was it.
थैंक यू सो मच रोट्रैक्टर रोनित। कहते हैं शब्द मुफ्त में मिलते हैं, उनकी चयन पर निर्भर करता है कि उनकी कीमत मिलेगी या फिर चुकानी पड़ेगी। With this, I now request Rotaractor Saurabh Oswal from Rotaract Club of NMIMS University to recite a few lines for us.
Saurabh, unmute yourself.
Right, sir. I just did it right now. A very good evening to respected members of the Rotary Club of Bombay West and dear fellow Rotaractors. Today, I take this opportunity to share my short poem titled Hope. And before, I would like to share the inspiration behind writing this poem. So as I'm saying my story, please consider this as simply one interpretation of the poem. I believe we all share such moments when we happen to spend a couple of minutes sitting idle, and suddenly in our mind, we think about a situation, a basic question rather. Usually, it is about our lives, and I happened to come across a similar situation and wondered how it would feel to grow old. Would that be a miserable journey to traverse? Until the end, I grew restless as I was unable to comfort myself from this situation. Later during the day, when I was having a conversation with my mom about our last adventure trip, I realized this that more than feeling grey about completing that trip, I had more fun reminiscing events from that trip. I knew that answer to all my worries were around the corner, but I was unable to figure it out. Fortunately, in the following week, I participated in the event called as Blackout Poetry. So I had to write a poem based upon an excerpt from the play Romeo and Juliet, written by William Shakespeare. And the poem that I wrote had expressed those feelings that I felt while rejoicing those memories with my mom. So here goes my poem. For men so old, of honorable reckoning, you lived at odds so long, my lord, yet a stranger in the world hath not seen change in their pride. We may think younger than happy are those so early made. Earth hath swallowed all my hopes, but hopeful of my will within I hold. And O love, treading stars that make dark heaven light, such comfort as young men feel when limping winter treads, even such delight. Thank you for being such a great audience. I believe that all of us today might consider writing poem influenced by the works of great authors as a means for expressing oneself. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rotaractor Saurabh, for sharing an amazing performance with us. Now calling upon Rotaractor Arvind Venkata to strike the right chords and melodies for us from RCNMIMS University. You aren't
Hello?
audible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rotaractor. And help you experience the beauty of a Carnatic rag called Suposhni. The scale of the rag is pretty much like this, and I will subsequently perform the entire piece.
I hope you enjoyed the piece. I would just give out a few details about this piece. The name of the piece is Raminchuva Riverura. It was written in Telugu by Swami Tyagaraja. It was written in praise of Lord Rama. And since we have just experienced and celebrated the holy festival of Diwali, share with all. Hope all of you enjoyed this very much.
Thank you so much, Rotaractor Arvind. It indeed was a blissful experience listening to you. Art is the way our soul expresses itself, and dance is the way our soul expresses every emotion we feel. Now requesting Rotaractor Dhruvi Makwana from the Rotract Club of NM College to perform for the evening.
Ruby, are you ready? Can I play the music?
Uh, Hello everyone, a very good evening. My name is Rotaractor Dhruvi Makwana. I am the PIS director for RCNM 2021. Today I'm going to perform Garba. So I hope everyone enjoys it. Thank you.
जगमग थाय रे आव्या अम्बे मां मोती बेराणा चौक मा आव्या अम्बे मां चौक मा जगमग थाय रे आव्या अम्बे मां उड़ाओ लाल गुलाल के आव्या अम्बे मां चौक मा जगमग थाय रे आव्या अम्बे मां
Thank you so much, Dhruvi Makwana. It indeed was amazing. Words and ideas have the ability to change the world, and hence now requesting Dr. Krishi Vora to speak a few words this evening.
Hi, good evening to one and all. This is Rotaractor Krishi Vora from UPG College. Childhood. The best phase of each one's life. The most wanted phase of each one's life. A bright, a little work, and the most happening phase. कहते हैं कि बचपन के दिन भी क्या दिन थे कहते हैं कि बचपन के दिन भी क्या दिन थे वो हंसी मजाक और वो खेलना कूदना ना घर की जिम्मेदारियों को उठाने का टेंशन ना घर जल्दी वापस आने का टेंशन Isn't it rightly said that in the urge of growing up soon, we all actually miss the most of our childhood? And now that we are all grown up, we miss our childhood the most. I still remember how we randomly used to go and ring people's bell and then run away to actually playing hide and seek and lock and key. We wish those days could come back. We wish that we could play all those games all night long at those times. All we do right now is wish. I wish our childhood was immortal. I wish we could relive those golden days. All I do is really wish. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rotaractor Krishi.
Words are all we have to express the innate intricateness of our existence and our being. Now requesting Dr. Mohak Patel from RCUPG to share a few words of poetry with us.
Hello everybody, I am Mohak Patel from RCUPG and I am going to recite a poem in the remembrance of my childhood. The poem is called Reminiscent of Our Gleeful Days. The somber wind that is blowing today is asking us to relinquish the memories of yesterday. Connecting the words that had gone stale, I hope to leave here and again relive the tale. Playing cricket under the sweltering sun, glistening with sweat on the relentless run. Two of us were laughing innocently, eating kulfis on the swing tirelessly. There was a lot left to learn. Now history is what I yearn. We rushed, we hopped, and jumped to present. Gleeful days live on reminiscent. Broken like glass, scattered around like a stack, I gather up the pieces of my memories. All my friends are just a few years back. Time goes on, and all that we are left with are the memories. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rotaractor Mohak. शब्द ही तो जीवन की जान है, ये तो आज साबित हो गया. Next up, I would like to request Rotaractor Rijul Chandarkar from the Rotaract Club of Sati College to allow us to experience the beauty of guitar and its chord.
Good evening to everyone present over here. I am Rotaractor Rijul Chandarkar from Rotaract Club of Sati College and I will be playing guitar today. So if you guys would like to, you can sing along with me. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rishud, for such a wonderful performance for us this evening. You can even check the chat box for the comments you got. Our next performance is what I am sure will reach the depths of our hearts. Now, requesting Rotaractor Sneha Jain from RCUPG to share a few lines with her beautiful voice for us here today.
Sneha, you are unmuted.
Good evening, everyone, and a warm pranam to all the experienced and our special guest for tonight. वो कागज की कश्ती, वो बारिश का पानी, वो छोटी सी रातें और लंबी कहानी। जीवा, पुरानी गजलों की तो बात ही कुछ और थी। कुछ लंबे एहसास थे उनके अंदर जो आज भी जिंदा हो जाते हैं. So today, I would like to enlighten your evening with my little piece of voice. Hope you like it. हम रहे या ना रहे कल याद आएंगे ये पल ये है प्यार के पल चल आ मेरे संग चल सोचे क्या छोटी सी है जिंदगी कल मिल जाए तो होगी खुश नसीबी हम रहे या ना रहे याद आएंगे ये पल. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rotaractors, Neha.
As we move towards to the end of our performances for the evening, it is said that age is just a number, and hence I like to ask everyone here today, what makes you feel likely or more so like a youth? So this question is open to the forum. Everyone can reply.
Devasya, you can repeat your question if you're asking for responses.
So my question is, what makes you feel likely or more so like a youth? So we have one retractor who wants to reply. He's Arvind from RCNMIMS. Yeah, go on, Arvind.
Yeah, I was unable to hear the question. Can you repeat it again?
So the question is, what makes you feel lively or more so like a youth?
Yeah. So basically at this moment, I think whether we are youth or whether we are experienced or whatever, it doesn't really matter because we are all in this one situation. And what makes me feel lively is the fact that we have elders to guide us, and that's the most important part of being alive in this generation, is because we have so much of knowledge and traditions to support us. And I don't really know what I would do when I grow up, that is, and hopefully I can pass on some of that knowledge to some of my successors. That's what makes me lively about it.
Beautiful answer. Beautiful answer. Anyone else? I would request some Rotarian to give us this beautiful answer. So here, one Rotractor friend is saying that Junoon is the word for youth. That's a beautiful line. So moving forward, now
Thank you so much for your wonderful answers. Now requesting Rotaractor Parinay Jain from RCNM to perform a song for us.
Hello, everyone. A very good evening to one and all. This is Rotaractor Parinay Jain, and I would be performing a beautiful medley of some beautiful romantic songs. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And let's begin. ਤੈਨੂੰ ਤੱਕਿਆਂ ਹੋਸ਼ ਹੀ ਭੁੱਲ ਗਈ गरम गरम चाहत ते डुल गई हद ते डुल गई चाह सजना ऐसी तेरी निगाह सजना जांदी जांदी दस दी जा तू दिल दे विच की तेरे दिल दे विच की तेरे मैं सुनिया उच्चियां दीवारां रखियां नी तू दिल दे चार चुफेरे नाले सांभ के रख दी कोई दिल च ना लाले डेरे मैं सुनिया पहला भी दिल टुटिया तेरा एक बारी ताई दिल दी दीवारां ते तू एक ना बना दी बारी महफिल में तेरी हम आ रहे जो गम तो नहीं है गम तो नहीं है किससे हमारे नजदीकियों के कम तो नहीं है कम तो नहीं है इतनी दफा सुबह को मेरी तेरे आंगन में बैठे मैंने शाम किया चन्ना मेरे या चन्ना मेरे या चन्ना मेरे या बेलिया ओ पिया चन्ना मेरे या चन्ना मेरे या चन्ना मेरे या बेलिया ओ पिया कैसी दुआएं कैसी सदाएं दिल क्यों तुम्हारा सुनता ही नहीं तुझको बुलाए तुझको ही चाहे दिल क्यों ये मेरा रुकता ही नहीं कि मेरा हर लम्हा मेरा एक हिस्सा बन जाना मेरी ख्वाहिश जो है सारी पूरी कर जाना कि तुझ बिन नहीं लगता जी नहीं लगता है नहीं लगता जी नहीं लगता है नहीं लगता जी मेरा माहिया कि तुझ बिन नहीं लगता जी नहीं लगता है नहीं लगता जी नहीं लगता है नहीं लगता जी मेरा माहिया Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Dr. Parina for such a heartwarming performance. You can just check the chat box for all the love you received. चिता चिंता समाहि युक्तम बिंदु मात्र विशेषतः सजीवम दहति चिंता निर्जीवम दहति चिता. This Sanskrit shloka means that there is difference for only one dot, generally the bindu in grammatical terms, between stress, which is tanta, and a deathbed, which is chitta. When one lives every day in fear and stress, they lose a piece of their soul daily compared to the natural death. कहते हैं ना चिंता चिता समान है. With fear and agony everywhere in 2020, I'd like to call upon Rotaractor Hetal Gatar, President of the Rotaract Club of UPG College, to recite a small poem which is a different perspective than what we have experienced all along.
Okay, so hello and a very good evening to everybody. Since the chat box is shut, I have this one question and I am going to answer myself. It is, क्या तुमने कभी किसी से प्यार किया है? And I'm expecting the answers to be yes, yes, and absolutely yes. Love, a beautiful feeling, something we all experience. It could be in the form of mother, father, lover, and whatnot. But as millennials and the Gen Z have a different perspective to love. So I hope all of you all relate to this as much as possible since it's youth evening. So I'll go ahead with my poem. It's called Love in 2020. So on a random Tuesday noon, where I have 1,002 things to do, I'm just staring at my ceiling, suppressing my feelings, looking at the fan spinning round and round, just like my thoughts gleaming about you that go on and on. Just then, the lights go off and it all took a pause. Disclaimer, this is a story of just another kid who's happy again. So don't need to worry because it's more like sunshine and rain. I know it didn't really make that much of sense, so let's just rewind it all over again. So much in love, thinking of it happily ever after, taking leaps of faith, moving faster than a Ferrari thereafter. Kisses, hugs, and loads of cuddles, soon all of it going into the puddles. Started with small arguments and now ended with enormous eye bags. I hope that sarcasm reaches you well in case you don't understand some basic facts. I do understand it's too dramatic. Okay, not repeating it all over again, but like every other relationship, ours also didn't turn out to be that great. Sigh, because that's not what the clause stated. Screwed, making it also devastated. But definitely the Gen Z and the millennial think we can't stop living because of a heartbreak again. Drop, stop, music that props, and the picture crop, that works absolutely fine here. Learning to let go of while holding on to people, well, that is our best job. And now that you've heard so much already, I'd like you to be even more steady. It's life and it'll keep taking its turns. But make sure you stay subtle and stern. Do that skincare routine and hit the gym twice if you're keen. And now, if you feel you're still thinking about them, then it's okay because you've learned to love them without them being around and grinning. Don't lose yourself to love, yet don't let love lose. I repeat, don't lose yourself to love, yet don't let love lose. Keep loving because isn't that exactly how humanity works? Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Rotaractor Hetal, for such a wonderful performance. Now requesting our last performer for the evening, Rotaractor Kevin Correa, to end this evening of amazing performances with his melodious voice and chords.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Kevin Correa, and the song that I'll be playing a little mashup for you guys of two songs, and it's basically for all of us youth. You know, people basically who are young in spirit, and we still don't know what direction are we going and moving towards. So this song goes out to all of us. I believe all of us are in that boat. So here we go.
दिल तोड़ा, क्यों तूने यूं छोड़ा, क्यों तेरा अब भी रहे दिल को इंतजार, क्यों चली आती है, क्यों तड़पाती है, क्यों अब भी मैं यूं बेकरार। ऐ खुदा मुझको बता, तू रहता कहाँ, क्या तेरा पता, हम तो यहाँ पे मुसाफिर हैं, जो ढूंढे अपनी मंजिल का पता। कुछ पाने की हो आस आस, कोई लम्हा हो जो आस पास, आशा है हर कोशिश में हो आर पार, कोई लम्हा हो जो आर पार, आशा है तूफानों को छीन के मंजिलों को छीन ले, आशाएं खिले दिल की, उम्मीदें हंसे दिल की, अब मुश्किल नहीं कुछ भी, नहीं कुछ भी। ओ हो, आशाएं 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 आशाएं। Thank you.
Thank you so much, Retractor Kevin. Didn't it feel like we were all on cloud nine, Devasya?
Yes, certainly we did. Heartfelt thank you and gratitude towards all the performers for taking the time out today and joining us in the celebration of youth.
Rightly said by Ronald Reagan, the greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest thing. He's the one who gets the people to do the greatest things. And such is the youth director, Rotarian Apurv Kangar. Requesting Rotarian Apurv Kangar to share a few words for us.